I suddenly found out that my long-lost biological parents were billionaires, but the adopted daughter living at home feared my return would ruin her position in the family, and she begged the family through tears not to cast her aside. Mom quickly comforted her gently. I watched this scene and asked where my own room was, only to be told no one had prepared a room for me. The adopted girl put on a pitiful look and said she ought to give her room to me. I agreed at once. However, my parents couldn't bear to let her move out. They told me that as the elder sister, I should yield to the younger girl, and lied that the adopted daughter had fragile health and would faint and cough up blood if she was upset. The next second, the adopted girl coughed up blood right on the spot. They had no idea I was born with a special power. Every time someone told me a malicious lie, that lie would turn into reality. We all headed to the hospital together. To soothe the adopted daughter, Dad openly said he would give her 10% of the company's shares. I felt wronged and cried that I'd wandered alone outside for years. Yet I received worse treatment at home than the adopted girl. My older brother accused me of deliberately fighting with her for attention. I pretended to be hurt and asked my parents if they thought the same way. Dad casually reassured me that as their biological daughter, half of the company would belong to me anyway. I smiled faintly and asked Mom if what he said was true. Mom hastily nodded in agreement, and I left feeling satisfied. Before long, Dad's assistant rushed over in a panic. He said half of the company's shares had mysteriously been transferred to my name, and all paperwork was fully legal and valid. I instantly became the company's largest shareholder. Back at school, my classmates lined up to board a coach bus bound for the exam venue. It had been the adopted girl's idea to take the bus, but when departure drew near, she planned to ride in my brother's car instead, and even blocked me from going with her. I sensed something was off, so I stepped forward to talk to her. My brother immediately questioned whether I was competing for their favor again. I intentionally asked if she had tampered with the bus, and to my surprise, her eyes darted away nervously. I knew the truth then, and pressed her if she felt guilty about what she'd done. My brother flew into a rage right away, claiming his sister was kind-hearted, and that she would never wish harm on her classmates, even at her own expense. I stopped arguing with him, and calmly got on the coach bus. Once the exams ended, my teacher hurried to stop me, and told me my sister had gotten into a car accident on her way there. Luckily, she wasn't seriously injured. I knew clearly that my adopted sister had reaped the bitter fruits of her own schemes once again.